what's up, guys? So today I have an insane deck profile. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me in the chat. The Twitch chat has been popping up. Everyone wants to know what the hell you guys played this past weekend. So, what did you guys do this past weekend?
We played going second SWORDSOUL with Mystic Mind in our deck.
Yeah. And yo, how'd you guys do at the tournament?
I got top 4.
I got top 8.
Playing the same exact list. There's only a couple cards that were different, guys.
3 cards only.
3 cards. Only 3 cards in the side deck. But yo, guys, this deck was insane. I literally didn't play this deck on my live stream because I didn't want to leak the goo.
Thanks.
But of course, BB had to put out the list, which is totally understandable. Shout out to BB for hosting an insane tournament at the Ghost Championship in Denver.
BB the nuts.
BB is the nuts. So if you guys are interested in playing crazy tournaments, definitely go out, check out Ghost for sure. They're insane. But guys, we gotta show you guys the goo. Let's get right started with the profile. But before we do, we gotta give shout outs, of course.
Yeah.
So shout outs, guys. Anyone?
Shout out to Luxury Gaming. Shout out to my sponsor Pat for this weekend.
Hey, let's go.
And shout out for the Casamigo chat.
Shout out to Pat.
Shout out to the boys, Gabe, Cam, Tommy, Chris. We had a chill weekend. So just shout out to them and Luxury, obviously.
Of course.
And big shout out to Pac, of course.
Hey, you guys already know. But of course, also shout out to my boy Tommy at T Roses. Check out his channel as well. I'll also be doing the profile. But let's get right started with the list. All right, guys. So
We played 3 Ecclesia. We played 3 Moje.
okay, just standard so far.
Yeah.
Yep.
The level 6, pretty good.
Yep.
2 Taye.
So why 2 Taye? I know a bunch of people may be playing 3. Some people are playing 1.
So why are you playing 2?
This is the reason why I think we played it at 2. So
Okay.
in this deck, the grind game is really, 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 really bad. And I feel like you want to draw into this card more than you want to draw into any of these in the grind. And this card is also just not that good in the grind unless you have this multiples in your deck.
Yep.
There's actually just a big strong reason to play 2 of this. I think maybe even 3 in the future because this is the card that you want to top deck because if you don't have another 10 like a tenny or a worm or anything this card's
This
just
card's dead. And just to also support this guy, so I played a case tournament today. And I went 5-0 with the same deck list. I made a couple changes.
You played the case tournament today?
If you guys didn't know, I actually played Taye at 3 because based off of Hani's logic, this card's insane.
Yeah.
It's only one card that you can top deck in the grind game that does something by itself, where other cards like Moye and Lord Yuan requires another card to play. So having this card at 3 was just insane. It always made all my plays live, and with the Tenyi monsters you guys will see soon,
insane.
it was just crazy. So.
And then for the Tenji, we played 3 Ashuna,
Yep.
1 Ahara,
Okay.
and 3 Bichura.
All right,
2
so,
Bichura.
so let's just talk about why 2 Vishuddhas, why 1 Ahara. I see a lot of people playing 3 Vishuddhas. I see a couple of people playing 2.
So you didn't want to open too many of these, but you did want to see these in combination.
Yeah, he's the best one.
Whenever you're going first in the deck, you want to have 2 of these in your hand because this gets you to Chao Feng, and starting with Chao Feng is just I think the best whenever you're going into your combo. And honestly,
yeah, he's really good.
And honestly, these cards just bait out your opponent. So I mean, you really just wanted to bait negates, and these cards bait negates, bait pops, and that just allows you to resolve mine. And whenever you resolve mine, you actually just auto win the game because there's no outs in your deck.
In the future, I might play another one, 3 of.
Yeah.
I would probably play 3 Vishuddha.
Yeah. I think this card was crazy. I even matched my opponent, Vishuddha the last card. See ya.
Yeah.
It's really good. I play around anti-spell. I just banish anti-spell and keep playing. And then for the spell, we play the 3-1.
It's 3 Rhoda. You always play 3.
And then we play the best spell card of the deck.
3 Mystic.
3 Mystic Mind. And the 1 forming.
Yeah.
Bro. Yo, if you guys haven't watched already, watch this Portland. Hani played Ghost second Orchid's deck. And yo, this is very reminiscent of that. So,
yeah.
So Hani, how did you come up with the idea for this deck?
So I was just playing a lot of matches, and I seen that no deck had an out to mine. Everyone was like, "No, bro, sudden shift, that's the out." I'm like, "This card says pop 2.
Pop 2.
If you just play Mystic Mine and no other cards, you're getting decked out." And the Phantom Knight deck, what's your out? What's your out in your Tri Brigade deck? You have to main deck order, bro. You better have order in your main deck or you're getting decked out. And that happened all weekend long, bro.
Especially against Drytron, this is insane.
There's just no outs in people's decks. They just took L's to it.
And then we also play 3 Prosperity, 3 lightning storms,
Okay.
and 3 Dark Rule no more.
You're just trying
So, yeah.
to break people's boards. You're
Yep.
going second. I don't care about going first. I don't want hand traps. I want to break your board.
Yep.
You know?
And 3 droplet.
Same logic behind it.
Yeah,
Everything
I mean,
the
I've
same.
been preaching this, guys. You guys already know on my channel. I always talk about this. I'm like, yo, hand traps are some cheeks, bro. Like, they don't always do what they're designed to do. Where these cards always accomplish like the trade that you're looking for, right? Like Chalice always goes 1 for 1. Droplet always goes
Yeah.
like the 1 for like or the 3 for 3s or the 4 for 4s. Like these cards just always do what they're designed to do.
Dark
Sometimes
Ruler is the
Dark
best.
Ruler is
Yeah,
like 1 for
also-
Drop,
also,
drop,
yeah.
Droplet you can 100% not play in every deck though because you can't discard your hand
Yeah.
and still play with those cards.
Yeah.
Like, and just, especially if you're playing hand
Like
traps.
10 use and
especially.
stuff
So
too.
for this
Hand
card
traps
and
especially,
mine, it was
100%,
like,
Yeah.
You just wouldn't play it
Dark
in decks
Ruler
with
was the
hand
best
traps
card.
like
yeah, every time that I see,
Dark Ruler.
He was game.
Dark Ruler was like a 1 for 10. This card was just
Yeah.
insane.
That card
it legit insane.
yeah.
And then for the trap, we play 3 Billy Mash
This card's nuts.
and the trap.
Like I'm just trying to banish my opponent's whole entire board. And in this format, there's no spell and trap negates. So
Yeah.
like this deck plays a bunch of spell and traps, and your opponent just doesn't have a
Yeah.
response for like all of
This
them.
card was insane this
Yeah.
weekend.
One of the things that we've noticed in the format is that like there's not a lot of decks except Dytron that makes like actual hard negations like omni negates. So like all these blow cards just always trade 1 for 1 to the negates, and then when you resolve one of the other ones, they just lose their entire board.
Well, this card is insane because when you have it with a dropless or even, Dark Ruler no more, you just literally get rid of the whole board.
Yeah.
It's like outs everything, and it's like good versus like all the anti-meta decks too, which I look at anything that's not meta as anti-meta. So.
Yeah.
So he's basically a
40
40
card
card
main?
main, yeah,
Yeah.
simple.
Let's go into the extra deck.
Okay, for the extra day, we play 2 of the level A's,
Card's insane.
1 Baxia,
Ulti.
and the Jassy, 1 Dragai. He come out when we make it with Moye, Berserker, the Chao Fang,
Yeah, this because of the Teddy monster. So
the boss monsters. There's also 1 Baroness.
Yep.
Pretty good. This
yeah,
guy
I think these are all like standard
really
ratios.
win
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, pretty much just one of each of like the broken ones. I didn't really play the bad.
You guys didn't want to play any cards that won the game in time outside
I
of
didn't play.
Well, this card, literally, if we mine, I just wait until I get asset, I summon it.
Because you have the guy
And
that
kill.
burns for 12, right?
Literally, I win games like this.
The guy
They-
that burns for 12 is enough.
Yeah.
That's enough for me.
If I fit, that's put you to 68, and then you make the math, you kill them after that, they don't got anything. 2 Mong, Dutch, and I never make this card, by the way.
Oh, I
Only
that
once.
card's insane.
I only make
Yeah.
it one against a Dino player,
Yeah.
made
and then
it
I
about-
crash, he booked my stuff, I crash. I have 900 life.
You booked your link?
No, I make it, I make
know what
it.
you meant, yeah.
And then he booked my synchros, I make it, I crash. And then man fake to Lightning Storm, his monster, and flip my stuff, that
Lightning
was
Storm
GG.
sounds crazy after all that.
And then this card was insane, by the way, for Invoke.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, like it's like not even fair when you
Nope.
when you get pluses off of their Maximus, it doesn't even make any sense that that card is like a thing. Because like, if any cards my opponent is getting like as a plus off Maximus, I'm like 100% happy. That's exactly why I draw Charms.
I played 3 Invoke this weekend, and every time they max me, I was like GG.
See ya.
I didn't lose to 1.
Yeah.
How about this card for you?
I think that it's good when you're versing the Invoke deck. If you don't verse it, it's
Yeah.
whatever. It's cards you just banish off a pot of.
Prosperity, yeah.
So,
It's a
like,
really
you know,
good target, yeah.
So to me, it didn't really matter too much. As long as you have it in your extra deck for the Maximus deck, then you're doing golden.
Well, yeah, one of the things it's important to like read the format, and like the reason why they also decided to play this was because think about it. At the start of every brand new format, no one knows what to play, so they always play the Invoke decks. They
Yeah.
always play the Invoke decks. Everyone's playing Shaddolls, they're all playing Invoke, they're all trying to Maximus people, they're trying to window people. So we play this as an anticipation because people don't know what to play yet, so they play what they have. And everyone always have the Invoke core, they always have the Shaddol
Yeah.
cores.
If y'all
So-
were wondering as well, Invocation is the most bought out card on TCG player period. So if you want to know why that everyone's buying out Invocation, it's because it's the most popular deck.
Yep. All right, let's go into the side. I think this is like the spice, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
the side deck makes up 2/3 of your games, right? Like most of your games, most of your matches are determined by the side deck. So let's see what the side deck game plan was.
Yeah, so we played 3 Ash,
Yep.
standard, he moves everything. We played draw 2.
Yep.
The 1 Baylor,
One Veiler.
he's searchable.
So yeah, basically for Chow Fang.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
okay, we
search him
got
with Chao Fang, because if you have Ash, you just search Veiler.
Yep.
one of the best
If you have
cards.
Veiler about
Protoss,
Frodo's best card.
literally killed Drytron.
VFD.
He's literally not even fair. They don't even get to play.
Yep. And then
We also played 3 anti-spell
anti-spell,
and the 1 IO.
Yep.
Because they see us going second. So they're most likely let us go first.
Yep. It was also like in anticipation, like if a lot of people are like having the same thought process as us when we're testing, that like board breakers are just insane right now. this card turns off like 3 out of 6 cards in your opponent's hand when they go second. So if you turn half your opponent's hands off with this card just gets infinite value, and that's like the idea. It's better than Judgment for that instance. In that instance, because like you're turning off 3 cards instead of 1 card with Judgment. Also, you don't gotta pay half your life points.
Yep.
So.
And time.
And time. Yep.
This is when me and Hani went.
Oh, Tommy knows about anti-stuff.
So then I play 3 opponents.
Yep. And then
Hani
played these, right?
3
So
chalice.
this was like the only difference in like the entire deck at all, which is the side deck. So Hani, you want to explain why you played Chalice, and then you want to after that, Yampi, explain why you played Appointer.
Yeah, so I was more worried about Token Collector because I'm assuming everybody in the room is just like, oh my god, the Soul Sword deck this weekend. So I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna play Chalice just in case I verse Token Collector, and it came up. Plus, like, if I didn't know if I was going first or second, like I wanted to side in like Chalice and the hand traps because these cards are good going first or second. Like I don't mind drawing like any of these. Going first or second. I would even put the Protoss in because if they made me go first, it was just like, haha, we have you. So I honestly like playing this. I didn't want to play like the going first cards because I didn't know when I was going first unless I decided to go first game 3. And I did play like the anti-spells in the order, obviously. And I felt like that was enough. I didn't know if I needed this because I really just wanted to side in hand trap in these cards because if you don't open cards like these, you're just gonna get hurt by the blowout cards. And like I never wanted to put my spells and traps on the board because Evenly Match and Lightning Storm are such real cards. Like I never wanted to put my cards on the board. I wanted to play hand traps because like I was just so scared to get demolished by a blown out card and not have any interaction from my opponent. Like these cards were good because I had interactions in my hand, and I feel like that's like hand traps sometimes are good because like they're interactions in the hand, but they're only good going first, actually. Like, when you're going first...
When you get Dark Ruler, like, these cards let you survive, basically.
Yeah, when you're going first, these cards are
We never get in Dark Ruler.
But when you're going second, these cards are -1s.
They're minuses.
So yeah, that's actually what I thought about it. I thought, like, hand traps were the reverse this format.
Yeah. Yampi, what were your thoughts about Appointer for you?
So it was okay. It wasn't crazy. Like, probably I would not play in the future and actually play Chalice. But every time that I see it going first, most likely win the game. If I set a board, even I'm playing 2000, if they got anything, they got to chain it, like a droplet or whatever, and then I can take an engine card or anything that can let them extend from there. It was okay. It wasn't crazy, but like for this event, it was good.
Yeah. Like basically the idea, if you guys just think about that really quickly, like if you go chilling with a pointer, like they immediately have to like consider using cards like their quick plays, like like let's say they have droplets, if they have Chalice. They have to immediately chain those cards, and if they do chain those cards, you can then rip out their like starters. So they can like literally go chain link 2 droplets, pitch out their entire hand, then you just rip out their starter, and they just lose anyways. So that's why this card is like really interesting because it makes your opponent really consider, yo, do I chain my droplets? Do I chain this, or this? Because they have to like determine like what's more important. And like a lot of players like sometimes can't think, in like time constraint formats, they can't think fast enough. It's not dueling book, so. They might not know the right play, and they might just chain droplets, lose all their cards, rip out their starter, they just lose the game.
And they also, when they droplet, they most likely are gonna drop it for 2, so they 3 cards down, and then you're ripping 1, so they only got 2 cards to play. So it was okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on like the deck list below. Like, yo, imagine going second, guys. What do you guys think? Do you guys have the, cojones to go second?
Yeah, I never had to win. I never had to worry about winning a dice roll.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy. I won a lot of dice roll. Oh fuck! You can go first.
Going second is like just like the wave though, because if you build your deck to go second, like how could you lose to decks that like want to go first every time? You choose to go second.
And then they go second.
Of course, yeah. That's like the whole point.
Then you're really
And then you guys play each other in Swiss.
Oh, we played on 6. It was annoying as fuck.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying.
Yeah, but anyways, guys, yo, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the deck below. And guys, if you guys want to watch like some of these, the deck that I actually played this deck at the case ring. If you guys want to watch the VOD, go check me out at twitch.tv/packtcg. And of course, comment and subscribe to Luxury Gaming TV. We also have a Twitch channel that'll be in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.